Hello everyone. Today I'm going to start the very important topic, and that is literary devices in English. Literary devices means the writers use some special words to add special effect to their writing. So the words who beautify the language are called literary devices. A literary device is a departure from the ordinary form of expression or ordinary cause of ideas in order to produce a greater effect. They give a special effect to the language in the poems as well as fiction. Now, the first one is simile. When a comparison between two different kinds of objects having at least one point in common. Usually, they are introduced by words like or as. For example, as proud as a peacock, as bold as brass. He plays like Sachin Tendulkar. So, whenever we use comparison by using like or as, then it is called simile. Now, next one is metaphor. When we do comparison between two things, but we don't use like or as. For example, the camel is the sheep of the desert. Now, camel here is being compared to the sheep, but we have given directly the name. The camel is the sheep of the desert. For example, he is the Sachin Tendulkar of our class. So, when I was comparing a boy with Sachin Tendulkar, I gave him directly the name of Sachin Tendulkar. So, this is called metaphor. Now, next is personification. Personification is a literary device which is used when a writer gives qualities of human beings to non-living things, objects, or animals. For example, trees running. Now, trees can't run. But if they are being used in a poem like this, example is that we are giving the quality of human beings, that is running, to trees. That is why here trees have been personified. Now, next literary device is symbolism. Symbolism is a poetic device which is used to represent or recall something else possessing similar qualities, especially an object representing an abstract thought or quality. For example, white color is the symbol of peace. Pink color is the symbol of fight against breast cancer. So these types of symbols are used to create symbolism. Now, next literary device is apostrophe. Apostrophe is a direct address to the dead, to the absent, or to a personified object or idea. It is a special form of personification. It means here we give special importance to the dead or absent persons or things. For example, O ancestors, what would you say about this matter? So, ancestors have gone. They are not in the world now. So, in apostrophe, we consider the dead or absent things. Hyperbole. Hyperbole means when we exaggerate something, when we add many honor and other things to a thing, that is called hyperbole. Our history professor is so old that he has lived through everything we have learned about ancient India. So, here the reference about history professor has been so exaggerated that it is referring to ancient India. That is why it is the example of hyperbole. Alliteration. Alliteration is the occurrence of same sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. It means when two continuous words are starting with same consonant sound, then this is an example of alliteration. For example, with, willow, weed. So W is repeating in all these three words. That is why it is an example of alliteration. For example, my mother. M and M are being repeated in both the words. That is why it is an example of alliteration. Next is oxymoron. Oxymoron is a special form of antithesis whereby two contradictory qualities are predicted at once of the same thing. For example, so innocent ark, so cunningly simple. Innocent and cunning, both are opposite to each other. Similarly, let's see another example. She accepted it as the kind of cruelty of the surgeon's knife. So, kind and cruel are opposite to each other. So, in this way, we use oxymoron. Pun. It is a literary device which is used to show double meaning of a word or a phrase. For example, ringed. Ringed in the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers has been used for two meanings. First meaning of the ringed is the wedding ring, and the second meaning of the ringed in that poem is surrounded with. So, when one word gives more than one meaning, double meaning, then it is called pun. Transferred epithet. It is an epithet is transferred from its proper word to another that is closely associated with it in the sentence. For example, he passed a sleepless night. So, night is the symbol of darkness. Sleepless is also the symbol of darkness, or you can say sadness. That is why it has been called transferred epithet. Next is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a word or a grouping of words that imitate the sound it is describing, suggesting its source object. For example, bees buzz. Now, buzz word is also similar to the sound of the bees. Similarly, bang. If we hit something, then a sound comes like bang. So, the sound of the word is similar to its original sound. Thank you.